Alright guys, welcome back to Wealth and Travel on a Dime. So today I want to talk about passive income because it has become such a clickbait item on YouTube with people just putting any kind of income in as passive income. Now the reality is passive income is not passive in most cases. And in today's video we're going to talk about some that are fake passive income and others that are actual passive income. But I think when it all boils down at the end, I only know of one real passive income. But with that said, if you have any other ideas on passive income, please go down in the comments and leave it for us. And I do need to mention that today's video is sponsored by Connecten Internet, but more on that later. So as we break into this passive income discussion, it's important to understand that when I say passive income, I'm talking about when you actually don't have to work for the money. That is the real passive income in my mindset. Now, there's things that people could call passive income that are probably not going to scale to be valuable enough. An example of that might be writing a book without a publisher and just posting it to Amazon. Are you going to get some income and some royalties off of it over time? Yes, but is it going to be sizable enough? Is it scalable? Can you do anything with it? Now, when we're talking about fake passive income, what I mean by that is people will say things like drop shipping for Amazon. All right, that takes maintenance. It takes constant upkeep. You have to follow up with it. You have different fees you have to pay. It has time and energy you're going to have to put into it. All right. Now, another one that I hear a lot is people talking about doing YouTube. And I want to make this very clear because we have two channels. We've been going for years. And while we don't follow the traditional path to force our channels to grow, we probably make about $6,000 a year off both channels. Now that's 2 videos a week, one for each channel, every week of the year, sometimes more. So when you look at that, the time that we spend is not passive. We spend a lot of time researching and filming these videos. And the other thing you need to understand is that when you're doing this, even if you put out a whole bunch of videos and made a library, YouTube's figured this out. They're like, nope, we're not going to do this. So if in a rolling year, that means anytime within 12 months, your channel drops below 4,000 watch hours, they demonetize you and you have to apply to remonetize to get paid again. Now, that wouldn't seem like a big deal. You're like, what if a channel has tons of watch hours in there? Well, if you don't put a video up in 12 months, they got a new rule now. Boom, they'll demonetize your channel. And when they say demonetize now, they don't mean they're going to pull ads off of it. They mean they're going to put ads on it and they're going to keep all the money. Because what they figured out is some people have passed away. Some people have walked away from YouTube. I mean, you guys have seen all the clickbait videos lately of I'm quitting YouTube. There's creators that have left. They got burnt out and they're done. Their channels are yielding massive amounts of money and they're about to figure out real quick that once either that 12-month cycle goes or they don't upload for 12 months, say goodbye to your income stream because you're demonetized. Now, I don't want to make you guys think there's no such thing as passive income because it is a thing. I'm just saying you're being sold a bill of goods by all these YouTubers creating these videos that are not passive income. So I don't want to drag this out any longer. Let's talk about some real passive income. And the first one I'm going to put on here is CDs. All right, certificate of deposit, credit unions, banks, and this is adjusted by the Fed funds rate. So right now you might be getting like 4 or 5% depending upon how long you lock in your CD. I don't want to go down this road because CDs have different access to them and different things that go on. But a lot of times your money's locked up. That's the only downfall of that. But you basically put your money in there and you're going to get 4 or 5% right now on your money. Now, the problem with the Fed funds rate, anything that's tied to that, is it goes up and down. There was a point back in 2020 where I can remember the Fed funds rate being at like 2 or 3%. I mean, that means you're getting like you're getting probably like 1 to 2% for your money, you know, because they've got to make money on top of it. Which brings me to the second one, which is pretty much based on the same concept, except you have access to your money, which is high yield savings accounts. Now, those are driven in the same way. They are able to borrow your money out, but they're going to give you essentially what the Fed funds rate is or around there. Okay, that is basically to offset you buying the next one we're going to talk about, which is treasuries. Now, simply, this is money you're borrowing the government, basically buying treasury bonds, and then after a maturity date, you will get your money plus. All right. And also in treasuries, I'm going to loop in here inflation bonds, I bonds, basically bonds that have a payment date. Once again, your money's locked up. So when we're doing passive income, that has to be a thought in your mind that if you ever need that money, is it accessible? So now I've talked about all these ones, and I've talked about the pitfalls of them and how the Fed funds rate controls them, essentially. Let's talk about the one, in my opinion, real passive income source, and that's dividends. Now, the first thing I'm going to hear is dividends are irrelevant. Somebody's going to say it down in the comments. And that's fine if you believe that. But for anyone who wants a second income stream, anyone who wants a second job, think of it this way. If I wanted to go start a business, think about all the money I'm going to have to put up to start it. Even if it's small scale, I want to start mowing. Okay, well, I don't have a truck, let's say. I got to go buy a truck, I got to go buy a mower, I got to buy a weed eater, I got to get gas cans. There's an investment. So if you take that same concept and I said, let's go invest this in this ETF that pays 5 or 6%. Or if you're in a higher bracket, you want to go hit up like real estate investment trusts, like REITs, BDCs, maybe it's yielding 7 to 8%. So when you're taking these investments, you're putting your money in. These companies are making money and sharing their profits with you. Now, are dividends guaranteed? No. I'll be honest though, I've seen very few dividends completely cut. I have seen some cut as in a lower amount you get. But generally speaking, I think there's enough opportunity out there to make a sizable amount of money with passive income through dividend investing. Now, if you stick to like the ETFs or there's even covered call ETFs now. I mean, if you were to go out and get into like JEPQ right now, I think it's paying 9%. So think about it. You're putting in $1,000, let's say, and making $90, or $100 and making $9 every year. I mean, that is actually building passive wealth. And as you add more money or reinvest the dividends, you're going to end up making more money. So you could create an entire side hustle or an entire side job just with dividends. Now, you do have to look at taxation on this. Some investments into dividend paying companies or ETFs will be taxed in different ways. So if you're a person making $100,000 or $150,000 a year and you start loading up on some of these less tax efficient dividends, it may not be as profitable. But even if you're losing 2% on some of these, I mean, you're doing better than what you would get at banks. I think that people try to sell everybody a bill of goods about passive income, like just do this, buy my course. More people are wanting you to buy their courses or buy their books or buy their ways to do passive income than those that are actually trying to help you make it. Here at this channel, we do have a high yield dividend portfolio. It is only one piece of the puzzle, usually around 1/3 to 1/4 of our entire portfolio value as far as investments go. But as of next year, we will start living off of it, and it will pitch somewhere around $1,000 a month on average. So $12,000 a year. I would say for true passive income, that's pretty good because other than buying new sometimes, adding more positions, I don't really mess with it at all. It's pretty much autopilot. We collect our money every month and we go on, or every quarter. That's another thing that should be shared. You can take the money out of your brokerage at any time. You also have the ability to get paid if you're buying monthly or if you're buying quarterly. So that's kind of up to you rather than having to wait like in the banks an entire month to get your stuff, or in treasury bonds and stuff, it's a whole year. So CDs can be multiple years. So this is, I think, the best way to have access to your money and grow your wealth and still be able to sell, pay an emergency, do whatever you got to do. And realistically, I think it builds the opportunity for creating wealth with little to no work. because we're all busy. We all have things going on in life. Maybe you don't have time to go get a second job or create a full-blown income stream by your physical time. Maybe you're raising children or whatever. But what can help is getting a good quality, low-cost internet like our sponsor for today, Connecten.
So for those of you who don't know, Connecten is a wireless internet provider that uses all three of the top major networks in the USA. That means AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon. So you have the ability to have the best service wherever you are. Now in our home, we use it to stream, we use it to upload our YouTube videos and do all the normal things you would do in your home. But Connecten doesn't stop there because they have amazing equipment and it's a low power draw. Why that matters? Well, because for one, we're taking our tiny house off grid here. So power does matter in our future buildup, which is one of the reasons we chose them. The other is that we travel a lot. We like to go out on the road. And when we're out on the road, a simple power inverter that plugs into your cigarette lighter, very, very low wattage, usually around $20, can be had that you plug the unit into, and as you're going down the road, you've got power. Now, not only that, but we like to go places that there is no power or that the internet is no good. For example, have you ever used internet in a campground? They're always terrible, especially at night when everybody's trying to use it. Why not bring your own? Can your home internet do that? And with plans starting at a simple $69 a month, how can you go wrong? Think about it. You're saying, oh, I have T-Mobile home internet or I have Verizon home internet for this price. But what happens when there's too many people on that network? Are they going to let you change from T-Mobile to Verizon, from Verizon to AT&T? No, that's where Connecten comes in line. If you are van life, if you are traveling, if you're a person that wants to have internet no matter where you go, Connecten is for you. And with that said, I will put all the information in the description box below so you can go check it out for yourself. Now back to the video.
So I think I've summed up how you can make real passive income. And I think if you were to put passive income into YouTube and go start hitting all the videos, you're going to see what I mean. People are trying to either sell you courses, sell you books, or they're trying to get you to watch their videos while talking about things like Amazon, drop shipping or, Vortex or all this stuff that is just literally not passive income. You are physically doing something. And there's nothing wrong with physical side hustles. We do DoorDash, we do, Amazon affiliates under these videos. We do, Walmart Spark. We do firewood as a side hustle. There's nothing wrong with having physical side hustles. But there's only so many hours in the day. Make your money make money while you sleep. And dividends, honestly, is the best way to do it. If you're not into dividends, go get your money in a high yield savings account. Make something. Make your money make money. Beat inflation, build wealth. And if you haven't already, and I don't know why you wouldn't have, go down, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell so you see all of our upcoming videos. Give us a like. Let us know down in the comments how you are building your wealth. Do you have any passive income streams or ideas that are actually 100% passive that you want to share with the community? Because we're always willing to listen. And I know that there's some out there. I think it's very fringe though, and I'd love to hear about it. And we will see you in the next one.